In one of the most beautiful places in Paris, there was a great building, which was almost as beautiful as the city itself. Notre Dame. Notre Dame was an immense cathedral that reportedly kept many mysteries. Among them, there is a story in which ugliness and beauty, as well as malice and goodness, were combined between legend and reality. Inside the cathedral, a very strange being, whose body resembled to a monster, rather than a human, was hidden. People called him Quasimodo, and had condemned him to live in darkness, far away from them, despite his never-seen-before kind soul. Quasimodo lived in the highest bell tower of the cathedral with Frollo, his cruel caretaker, who had known him since birth. One day, tired of being locked, and curious about what was going on outside, Quasimodo left the tower.
"I leave the tower and finally enjoy the festival of fools,"
he said.
"I don't want to see it from here,"
he added. At the festival, Quasimodo had the opportunity to meet Esmeralda, a very beautiful young gypsy.
Whoa!
He thought she was the most beautiful woman in the world. On the very same day, Quasimodo also met Captain Phoebus, who was the captain of the soldiers. Eventually, they would become best friends. Quasimodo was glad to see he was finally being accepted as anybody else, despite his physical appearance.
Yay!
Phoebus and Esmeralda contemplated how noble and kind Quasimodo was, and did not doubt in becoming friends with him. "You're such a good man, Quasimodo. I've never met anyone so kind in my life," Esmeralda said to him. The rest of the people who lived in the city also noticed how kind Quasimodo was, and decided to reward him at the festival as King of Fools, the nicest and kindest person in the place.
Yay! I'm the king of the fools!
Frollo couldn't believe his eyes when witnessing Quasimodo's flight from the bell tower, and felt betrayed. Little by little, he went on getting angrier and more resentful. Frollo's wickedness and selfishness did not allow him to understand that Quasimodo was able to walk freely and was actually very happy. So he decided to devise a plan to keep Quasimodo away from his new friends. Consequently, Esmeralda and Phoebus were apprehended and imprisoned, and Quasimodo was taken back to the tower, warned of the consequences of disobeying the rules of a master.
Let me out!
Chained to the bell tower,
Unchain me!
Quasimodo thought.
Why is Frollo so evil? He doesn't have any deformity, but his heart and soul are completely dark.
At that moment, Quasimodo understood that what represented true ugliness was not inner beauty, but heart's darkness. Quasimodo was angry and felt powerless before so much injustice. After thinking for a while, he decided he had to do something to put an end to it. Strengthened by the memory of his friends, and especially of Esmeralda, he finally managed to break and shatter the chains that had him trapped in the bell tower. Although he knew Frollo would never forgive him, his sense of justice and friendship made him stronger and more powerful than fear itself. Thus, after freeing himself from the chains, he met his friends to free them as well. "I'll always be thankful, Quasimodo," Esmeralda said while giving him a hug. The liberation of Phoebus and Esmeralda turned Quasimodo into a true local hero. Yay! Woo!
You're my hero, Quasi.
Yay! I love you, friends.
A hero who had the most beautiful and powerful soul in the entire city.